Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 100 cryptocurrencies by market cap. Again, before that, thank you very much to the 20 subscribers for the past 28 days. If you enjoyed this video, any of the videos I've done, give it a like, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would appreciate it. Okay, let's get straight into it. We're going to do Sonic, Virtual, Pendle, THETA, ETHFI, NEXO, Tezos, GALA, Zcash, and Send. Let's get straight into it. S against USD, S is basically FTM. Anything for us to work with for S or FTM? No, to be honest, right? I think this is possibly a bearish continuation for FTM. If you look at FTM, right, even before the rebrand, FTM was already looking pretty ugly. It's already under the skinny pink line. Sure, you know, FTM could be in a very big squeeze and it could break out. Of course. But for Sonic, right, I just don't see anything. So, yeah, we gotta stay safe. Virtual against USD. Here we are for Virtual. Okay, so Virtual has huge potential for a move higher. Again, I'm not too sure whether this is gonna be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or Virtual is gonna complete an ABCDE here. Right, if you look at the past, right, Virtual has this, you know, deep retrace, something like a falling channel. Something like a falling channel. I suspect that the next move that comes for Virtual could be a banana move. Banana move? Yes, no. I'm not too sure. I am not too sure. But this is a very slow controlled fall that's coming on for Virtual. Right, to be honest, right, I would prefer a very nice ABCDE kind of a chart pattern before Virtual goes higher. That'll be my preference, right? How many percent did we drop? 90%, yo. No, we rose 500%, right? Are we gonna rise another 500%? Sure, we could, of course. If this happens, right, it will be a wave 3, right? So yeah, even if you were to take out the highs over here, it just doesn't retrace. Virtual doesn't do retraces. It just goes on a bender towards the upside. It does retrace, but just for a little bit. So in my opinion, if the move comes for Virtual, it's gonna be very bullish, and we may not be able to make an entry, to get an entry. So entries have to be made here. But the thing is that we still can't decide whether if this is it though. Right, if we were to go back in time to 2024, right, and we pull this up and just, you know, ignore the wicks. We did drop though to 618, right? The retrace came to about 702, somewhere beyond 702. We haven't even retraced back. Yeah. Right, the number is about 70 cents though. So again, it's a lot of uncertainties, right? And in trading, you want to have an edge, and an edge means you must have the confidence that this will play out the way you think it will. So for Virtual, if you're not sure, we always move on. Pendle against USD, you have to master the art of patience. Pendle is, yeah, okay, so Pendle is looking fantastic to me, right? This is a very nice ABCDE, or, you know, in some other charts, it may be an inverse head and shoulders, but I would expect a proper consolidation first before a move, right? Or if we go higher, we take out these highs, I will wait for the retrace to come before taking any move for Pendle. Still, the target is clear at $15. We are already above the skinny pink line, which means that the trend is already bullish for Pendle. Best thing that could happen for Pendle is we get a very nice right shoulder here before breaking towards $15. But again, we'll have to wait and see how it goes. THETA against USD. Here we are for THETA. So I feel like THETA could be in a squeeze to break towards the upside. Right. I feel like it. Excuse me. But we're still under the skinny pink line. So I'm like, trend is still bearish though. Anyway, should THETA break higher, where do we expect it to go? Yeah, about $2. Somewhere beyond $2. I think we're going to take out these highs here. At 220 though. Slightly above 220. Should the move occur, right? So best is we wait for confirmation first. Up, wait for the retrace, right? Before taking the continuation. Right? This is what we did for AVAX. Okay, never mind. I'll talk about AVAX next week. You understand. That's where we are. But okay, ETHFI. Okay, so ETHFI is also looking pretty good. Right? If you look at ETHFI, we are already out. So this is what I mean. We wait for the break first. Pump, breakout, and then can you see the consolidation? Right, we did take out these highs, but it is still not too. Yeah, I will prefer a close above it. But I suspect close above it will be about $2, which means that we'll be hitting target number 1 for ETHFI. Most importantly is we are above the skinny pink line. Most importantly, there is a retrace right now. So how much lower is ETHFI going to retrace? How much lower? I'm assuming that it will retrace to this area. It's very important that ETHFI doesn't come back under the skinny pink line, right? This will just wreck the symmetrical triangle structure, right? And this whole thing might become something like a rising channel kind of a chart pattern. It could, right? So it's very important that we fall in a very controlled manner. And bam, we hit target number 1. And then bam, we hit target number 2 at 268. So that's ETHFI for you. We have more targets towards the upside, probably closer to sub $5, but we'll take things one step at a time. So target number 1 is $2. Number 2 is 268. NEXO against USD. Here we are for NEXO. NEXO is also in a very nice big squeeze accumulation that more likely than not will be breaking higher. Now we have a target over here, 249, which we acquired way back in July 2025, August, September. It's been 2 months since we acquired this target, and we expect the breakout to come on for NEXO. Nothing has changed so far. Tezos against USD. Okay, I don't know what's happening with Tezos. Tezos is just marking around in and out. There's no chart pattern, but. The chart pattern is here. The big, absolute gigantic squeeze that's coming on for Tezos, right? And if and when Tezos goes parabolic, this will be potentially closer towards $30 though. We could be seeing $30 for Tezos, which is crazy, right? Which is crazy. But the thing is, we're not too sure how much it is. I mean, how much longer is it going to be in this accumulation phase? You see. So yeah, that's the sad part. It would be awesome if we could get something like a bullish reversal chart pattern, but we don't see it. So we're not going to be rushing in until we see something clearer, or there is confirmation that we're already above the skinny pink line and the bullish momentum is on. Then only we will consider making a trade. GALA against USD. So here we are for GALA. GALA is, we have 2 targets over here, 3.6 and 3.8 cents. We're at 1.8, so this is about 100%. Hey, look at this. Yes, we're under the skinny pink line. Yes, but this is a squeeze. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an absolute clear squeeze. Right, you can see lower highs, and plenty of buy clusters over here. It's just one, and then we go above the skinny pink line. Right, consolidate, bam, hit all targets. I kind of like what I see for GALA, and I think that GALA is about to reverse back up. Zcash against USD. Here we are for Zcash. We are still mucking around. Any clear chart patterns for us to work with? No. So what do we do? Next. Send. Okay, Sandbox against USD. Ta-da! Fresh targets out of the oven. 56 cents and 64 cents. So just like what we're seeing for GALA, I suspect that this is about to break higher. The beauty about this is the accumulation is much bigger in height and in width compared to the accumulation in November 2024. So if and when the break comes, I'm expecting a big speedy move towards 56 and 64 cents. Boom, speedy move, right? Speedy move. Ooh, that would be awesome. And after that, we will expect these highs to be taken out. Once these highs are taken out, we will wait for the retrace before we continue higher. Take these highs, retrace, continue higher. So okay, let me just give you an example of what I mean. Right, see all the highs over here, right? What happened? Bam, we rallied. Right, what happened? We retraced. What's the next high over here? So what happened? Pam, we took out the highs. You see that? And then we retraced. And then what happened? Bam, one shot. We took out everything. Right, there was a little retrace, but this was already the end of the move. So that's why it's very important to wait for the bullish momentum to be confirmed, and then you must have proper take profit targets, right? So again, noisy area here. This will be a very nice take profit area, right? We don't care about all of this. It's very important to be out and to secure your profits, because you never know when things might collapse back down, right? You collapse 80%. Imagine if you held on and you expect it to go to like $10. Yeah, it doesn't, right? So you have to be very realistic. This is trading for you. Alright, boys and girls, hope you guys have a great weekend ahead of you. See you in the next one. Ta-ta!